Episode 12. We've got 4 dice in our inventory and no rooms to spend them on. Because I botched our first real chance at the antechamber last time. I'm still reeling from it. I haven't had the time to recover. If I'm feeling this way, then imagine how Simon feels. He's probably furious at me. You can't really see it on his face or hear it in his voice. You can't interact with any of those things, but I'm sure he doesn't like it. So close. At least we got laundry. Let's throw ourselves into the earth. What the hell is this room? Could this be room 46? Or is this just an extension of the foundation? Doesn't show up on the directory. At least, not as far as I can tell. Oh, we got one of these. Cool. We have enough steps to do that, right? We're not too far from... Yep, security's right over there. Once we head back up, I guess. You can call the elevator? It needs a key card, I guess. I mean, we've got it. What's going on here? I guess it's meant to call it if you come here first this way. I have a pretty good idea of what this might be. It's the only other thing that we kind of found under the mansion that one time. Ah, it's locked, is it? It's the basement. Well, I mean, we've got a key. It does not fit. It's the basement door, as the text says. It's special. What kind of key do we need for this? But I can imagine, right? This is like another thing like the West Garden or whatever. A special way into the house. Like to start from the foundation even. I'm pretty sure that's what this is, but we did get a reward just for finding this, I guess. Too bad we can't get this permanent upgrade. I was maybe thinking we would start out the episode with like a cutscene or something, like we got for the security room or with the fortune teller. There are 2 more permanent additions, it looks like, based on the spacing of the Westgate Pass and the Apple Orchard. And I'm pretty sure that's one of them. This basement. It's funny that the foundation doesn't count as a permanent addition. This way to the security room, right? Yeah. Let's get an upgrade. I wonder how many of these you can get. Oh, it's a different button. The parlor, that one's very common. We can make it better too. The parlor was a 3 gem prize. I guess it's normally 2 every time, right? The parlor with 2 wind-up keys. That's interesting. I guess it lets you make a mistake, because there's never, by the rules of the game, ever going to be more than 1 prize, like there's only 1 box with items inside. Do we think it's going to get hard enough that we'll need 2 wind-up keys? Just as a pride thing, I don't think we want to go for this, just maybe a bigger prize. But then, the third option, the funeral parlor. It's a red room. Diamond prize, or gem prize or whatever, is equal to red rooms in your house. If you open an empty box in funeral parlor, lose 30 steps. This is part of the mythical red room build. It's only worth it if you have 3 red rooms or more, because otherwise you would... Well, actually, it's only worth it if you have 4 red rooms or more. I guess this counts as a red room. But it's only worth it because the other option would just be make the prize 3 instead of 2. But it's so interesting, isn't it? The funeral parlor. I'm so tempted to go for it, just because it's so funky. We can't back out of this. I just wanted to check how many red rooms we had in this run as a status check for what a normal run for me would be. I guess this is breaking even with this one. If we have 2 red rooms other than the funeral parlor. Plus this also adds to the whole red room thing if there's another thing that helps us with red rooms. Like the one menu item in the kitchen that gives you extra food for however many red rooms you have. It's just kind of boring to go for 3 gem prize, right? Even if it's the most useful, the most reliable. We're gonna do the funeral parlor. It sounds like a stupid thing to do, and it probably is, but we're doing it. Alright, I think we're done with this day that I botched. In so many ways. Let's try to build for tomorrow. We've got 18 coins, which seems like a lot, to spend on the shrine. At least we get to see how that works. And we've got the sauna ready for the next day. Also have a blueprint waiting inside the code check. So that's a free 8 gems if we can get a shovel and make it to the room on the blueprint. If we can get the code check. It's a lot of requirements. Alright guy, these coins are worthless to us now, so we're going to give you everything we've got. I hope you like it. You have received the blessing of the dancer. While drafting, you may pay diamonds to spin floor plans. To spin them? That's new. That's huge. We can make doors that don't work for us. Incredible. That wouldn't have helped us in this situation where we needed to make it to the antechamber. Only re-rolling would have helped us, but still. It'll last 4 days. That's interesting. Guess we're ending the day. The statue in the back is creepy because it has no head. What's our rating today? Oh wait, I guess it won't. It'll only last 3 more days after we end the day. Can we? It's only while drafting, right? Yeah. I was just wondering if we could maybe... if we took the library and rotated it, we could make it further into the house and maybe have another shot at the antechamber if we got the greenhouse, which opens the south side. But we can't do that after drafting, so it doesn't matter. We're done. Wait, hang on. Maybe I should have laundered my diamonds. These diamonds that I got from the nursery. Another mistake to chalk up to today, or whatever. We could have spent... How much coins do we have? 18? No, I guess it wouldn't have mattered either way. We would have to spend coins to change diamonds into coins, but that would change our coins into diamonds as well. Didn't really matter in the end. Starting a day with 90 steps. The Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center, with 6 green rooms and 4 shop rooms. What a fun place. Just a drive out from Reddington to a fancy mall or something, out in the middle of nowhere, I guess. You can buy food in the kitchen, you can buy stuff in the commissary, you can even do your laundry all the way in the back if you can make it there. And there's a bunch of gardens. I guess the main thing is the gardens. No gift shop. Alright, we're kind of built up for today, right? We've got a blessing, we've got 90 steps. Let's make the most of it. Day 10. We're in the double digits now. First things first. Immediately turn around and make our way to the outdoor room. Quick as you like. Glad the birds are using the bird bath. Okay, here's something. We have so many steps. We could use this hovel to great effect, to even greater effect than we did that first time we did the hovel, but the shelter is new. It protects us from the negative effects of 3 red rooms. It's just pretty basic. We can get the shelter another time. I think while we have the extra sauna steps and the orchard steps, which we didn't have the first time we did the hovel, I think we do the hovel. Do we even want to step inside? It could be a goodie. It's just 1 step, right? Or 2, I guess. Oh, right. We need a shovel. Hang on. I never saw this before. Or maybe I saw it, but I didn't even take note of it. How much of these have I missed? I have to pay attention to this specific color of pipe. Oh, we found another one of those. Can we have this? No. No items of use to us. Can't take the bear trap. This is technically not in the estate, right? So it doesn't break the rules of the will and testament. We could sleep here if we wanted. But maybe our tent is more comfortable. I didn't notice this before. 45 rooms. 2 wings. 9 ranks. 45292. Coincidence? I don't know if he's onto something or if this is actually something useful, this 45292. At least it's easy to memorize. 45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 ranks. 45292. Where is room 46? That's what I want to know. Well, first we gotta get to the antechamber, I guess. 7590. Tested my full house theory, no luck. As expected. Huh. Well, I've been trying for the full house thing. The entire room, like, the entire house populated, right? I wondered if that might help you, like, get the super whatever ending there is. Because, like, just getting to the antechamber isn't enough, right? You probably have to get there with a certain condition. And apparently maybe that condition isn't the full house? I don't know. Is it important to note this 7590? I think 45292 is the main thing, but where can we enter a number? We'll just have to think about it. Any place that takes 5 digits or more. We know the terminals can't accept any numbers, they're all just letters. I'm glad we got this again and I actually looked around a bit more carefully. Even if I didn't get any items. Let's make the most use out of our steps here. We were maybe too gung-ho using steps that other time, but we didn't have an extra 40 steps to start with. We'll just have to think about it carefully. Make it a hallway. Yeah, they're not going to be locked here, I think. Oh, there's the funeral parlor. Wait, we can get this immediately. Let's do that. We'll get the funeral parlor later, when we get more red rooms. Does the treasure remain in the same room as it was last time because we checked this in? It does indeed. Or maybe it's just always the same? I don't know. This might be like a meta way to ensure that the treasure is like always in a good place. Like if you get a good roll of the treasure map, like it's somewhere nearby in an early room that's easily accessible, the X mark. You could store the treasure map in the code check and have it always be that way. Or maybe it's just always this way anyway. Bedroom? Oh, we got the car keys. Guess we didn't need the code check for them after all. This is only really useful to us when we get green rooms. We know how the spread rule works now. Let's do the nook for door usage, and also the key. No items to speak of. Other than this, obviously. Can't we spin these? How do we do that? We have the blessing, right? I don't see an option. How do we trigger that? Oh, we can do the patio. No, wait, we're saving that. Can't back out. But none of these other buttons do the spin move. Maybe I should have done the chapel for the red thing. This could have been our mythical red room build. Oh, we don't have any diamonds, that's why we can't do it, right. You know, I would have liked this if it was next to the bedroom rather than the nook. I think we make it a dead end now. Well, the lab is rare. Better to get a rare thing than a common thing. I just wanted to start heading back to the entrance hall to fill in the lower ranks. But this is hard to pass up. Is there anything of use to us in the laboratory right now? Do we even want to step inside? Oh right, the experiment. That would be the main thing. This also looks like an apple. I'm just seeing fruit every time I walk in here because I'm so haunted by that one result. How does this help us anyway? I guess it works with the freezer room, however we do that. What do we need to know from this? 93 kilopascals, melting point is 0 degrees Celsius. Complete thaw at just under room temp, I don't know. We got our 2 sketches in this room. This card and this car. What experiments can we do today? At least we finally triggered something. Even if it didn't really help us. Well, maybe it did, I don't know. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, that's pretty rare. In fact, it's not going to happen because we're doing the step thing again. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, we never really triggered that. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, this could happen. Well, we only got 2 locked trunks the last time because we got the star. Drafting a hallway from a hallway isn't like the most impossible thing in the world. Out of the things that are available to us, it might be the most reasonable. Spread dirt on the driveway, add a small chest to the entrance hall. Oh wait, hang on. That combos. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. A locked trunk is a small chest, right? That's the same thing, I think. Pretty sure the terminology here isn't like telling us that these are different things. We open a locked trunk somewhere in the house, it spawns a small chest in the entrance hall. We open that chest, it spawns a chest in the entrance hall. And then we open that chest, and it spawns a chest in the entrance hall. Total of 4 chests. Let's try it. We just need 1. And we can even spend a key on it. Just to like make the first one spawn in the entrance hall. Well then we would need more keys. I think we just want the sledgehammer then. And there's no way this login takes in like a number, right? 45292. Or what was it? What was that note again? 4529, 2 wings, 9 vanks? Was it 45292? Damn it, I'm forgetting already. Not that we even know what it's used for. I said it was easy to memorize, but the hint was 45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 vanks. Was it like 45295? It was definitely 4529 something. Then? Yeah. We can get a diamond and start rotating, I guess. No locked box. Not yet. Here we go. Are we locked in when we do this? I just wanted to like see how this works, but I don't think we're gonna do it right now, just in case it locks in spending the diamond. This is good though, because we still have to spend diamonds to rotate, but we don't have to spend them on special rooms. It's like the perfect balance. This is not a bedroom, so I think we'll do the chapel. We don't have to spend any coins yet, and it's kind of free here, you know? We could get the commissary and then rotate. I don't feel like it though. Anything? Oh, something. 3 coins, like that one time. Well, now we've got something to lose. Maybe I should have waited to pick those up after... Yeah, I should have opened this door and saw if we would, like, come back through the chapel. Would you look at that? We don't have many rooms yet. But it would be nice to finally get this office. It's new. Let's do it. And we don't have to come back to the chapel, I guess. This is like Mrs. Babbage's room, right? Where she hangs out. Like in that one photo. Oh, she's got some goodies. Pair of ivory dice. And an upgrade disc. As well as lore. We'll save that for last. Pretty stately. Still kind of hard to imagine working in here with no window, though. There's so many goodies. Alright, we'll do this first. Oh, we already put down the spare room, didn't we? Well, we'll upgrade it for later. I thought the spare room was pretty boring, so it's interesting that it gets upgraded. The spare bedroom, the spare green room, or the spare hall, we just get to color it. Okay. What's the most useful to us? Like, what are we building towards? Well, if we were actually going for the red room, it would be great to actually make this a spare red room or something. No downside. Well, it probably would have come with a downside. But also adding to the amount of rooms that we can have for the... What's it called? The mourning parlor? The funeral parlor. Could make it a green room. We know items are more likely in the green room if we, like, get that one other room. We can trigger, like, effects with the hallway to the hallway, but that's only with the experiment, and that's pretty rare. Halls are really only useful for their door usage, like the amount of doors that they connect to. Like their main use. And this one's basically just a corridor that doesn't even confirm locked doors. Doesn't seem very good. And the bedroom could work towards, like, whatever step gaining stuff that you get with the nursery or whatever else. I think the green room is more important to me. Plus, if there aren't going to be any windows, I'd prefer to have some foliage. And we could even maybe consider a green room build if we can't do a red room build. Mrs. Babbage says we need more foliage. I feel like I'm Mrs. Babbage right now. Can't open this. Oh. What's this? These would be the Epson seniors, the parents of Lady Epson? Or no, this would be Lady Epson plus... Gonna have to look at that family tree again in my video. We know our mother came from the Simon Sinclair side of the family, as well as one of the Epsons, potentially Lady Epson, I don't know. Whichever one. This isn't Simon, is it? Oh no. Alright, let's read this first. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives. The Simon us, yeah. She was working right up until the Will and Testament thing. So just make sure the west and east levers are operational. West is in a different font, I think. Is it? Or is east in a different font? Well, it looks like the E is different in west from the rest of the E's, so I guess it's west. Again, this keeps on happening in different rooms. I don't know why. But we know that there's a west lever and a east lever other than the greenhouse lever. I guess the west one would be the secret garden. Does the secret garden have to be on the west? It might. And then the east is still unknown to us. But we can repair this lever somehow. Don't know what the third item we need is, though. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. March of the Count, huh? That one's not read. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be Hearings or Herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Wait, what's this telling us? This feels like an important hint, this last paragraph. He thinks either of these are suitable, so he doesn't really care what the book is. He just cares about the letters, I guess? H and M, probably? But why? And is March of the Count something that we can actually get from the library? Don't remember, but we can check. And what does this do? Oh dear. Is this a puzzle type 2 situation? Maybe. If we can solve it without leaving the room, that would be fantastic. Okay, well, first of all... No, I didn't think so. Just in case I entered it wrong. Okay, so what was our guy? 45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 ranks, and was it 2? It might have been like 5 across. 45, 2, 9, 5. Well, even if that was the right number, that's not for this save. No real relation, huh? He might not even be onto anything. That might have just been like a random thing. This doesn't seem to tell me anything about opening the safe. Nothing about numbers. It's a shame. We finally got here. But our opportunity to earn money is kind of lost. Without knowing more. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. Okay, I guess this is the opportunity. I thought it was having to do with the combination to the safe. This includes each servant's quarter and maid's chamber currently on the estate. Currently on the estate. So we can't do this yet. We're gonna have to come back here after we put down one or both of these rooms, I guess, if we have enough steps, which might be hard with our rooms now costing steps. I guess you get more money out of this, maybe? When you get the checks? And spread gold. I guess we can wait on this too. Until we have more rooms. Maybe we do that. We're gonna like come back this way maybe, right? I don't think we need the gold right now. The only thing I can think of is like Marches, the 3rd months, but none of these other things seem like numbers we can apply to this safe. I think Mrs. Babbage is just a tough nut to crack. Probably doesn't put her password down somewhere easy. She runs a tight ship. There's this, hand pointing to the left. But, nothing to do with numbers, I can't tell. That a gem? No. Just a core. Guess we're done with the office. At least for now. We'll come back if we want to spread more stuff. Or if I somehow, I don't know, figure out the combination there. Which I don't think I will. Security, right? So we don't have to pass through the chapel ever again. And also because it's just security. We like security. Security right next to the office, Mrs. Babbage's. That makes sense, doesn't it? Kind of. We don't have the keycard. We cannot continue this run until we either get whatever that thing is called, the breaker room, whatever. We'll turn off, or turn low, security doors, until we actually confirm we get the key card. Or get the breaker box. Nothing missed, right? Yeah. Well, at least we can check how many coins are in the estate after we spread it through the security room. Alright, let's head back to the entrance hall. Was there something I wanted to do on my way back? Don't remember. Don't think so. What was our special rule again? Lock trunk? Yeah. Alright, this one's probably going to be a dead end. Like, I'll probably decide to make it a dead end. The walk-in closet. Pantry might be the play, just for the coins. Walk-in closet is probably rare though, right? Maybe better to get a rare room than a not rare one. Four items is tempting. Let's get the items. Alright, this will help with the step count. Just one extra step though. It might add up, who knows. Okay, now what do we want now? We only have one other red room, so it'd only be 2 gems. We don't really need the gems this time though, so maybe we just want to ignore the prize. Well, obviously other than for the sake of solving the room whenever we have it to increase our rank or whatever. I know that's an achievement. Drawing room, maybe? Do we want to spend the steps? We just get to redraw. That's all, really. I guess we're kind of still in a good place with steps. I will try to be more frugal. Maybe when we get to like 25 and under. Well, we're not being frugal now. The vault. Yeah, we'll do it. Because we never got it before. Right here at the front of the house. Don't want to put windows on the vault. A secure on-site depository fitted with steel walls and numbered lockers. The fortified strong room holds a good portion of the Sinclair fortune, despite the fact that several inventories have led accountants to assume the true legacy is hidden elsewhere. Elsewhere? Interesting. Just maybe referring to the inheritance in general, or probably some special secret. Actually, we could have waited until we got the coin purse if we, thought we might get the coin purse, but it's fine. We could, save a lot of these coins that we don't need immediately. Maybe. Does Monday, November 16th tell us anything? Or is that the day, right now? I don't know. When did dear old uncle die? Was that November 5th? We're on day 10. This could be the current date. I think we'll just get the coins now. There's no guarantee we'll get the coin purse. It's better to save steps, I think, rather than walk back here. And then the real stuff is probably back here, right? The real lore. A lot of numbered lockers that we can't interact with, actually. Starting at 1, ending at 372, it seems. What did this say again? Inventories. As in the action of inventorying this location. I don't think this will tell us anything, just looking at the numbers. It's all just numbered 1 through 372, I guess, probably. No notes, just a white rook. Nothing interactable. None of these seem to be different from the others. This one seems, no. The outline was just a little bit different, but they all just kind of have random outline. Well, we got the 40 coins. There's gotta be something here though, right? You can't just have 40 coins in this room and then nothing else here. Wasn't there something that affected the vault? Maybe. Steam, or probably not Steam, but... Alright, let's draw north. We'll do the observatory. We can always redraw with dice if we find ourselves going into a dead end. And we want to increase the number of stars, I guess. Could also rotate the pantry with the diamonds that we have. But we don't really need the coins, and it'll just be the same thing as the observatory. But we would save on steps. We could just redraw with this. Maybe hope for a more rare room. We're in the drawing room. Let's do that. Or the drafting room, whatever. Okay. This might not be useful to us right now. I think I might have actually liked the observatory better. This might have been a bad move. At least it's not game over. Pantry time. Could rotate the dark room, get it like in a nice T shape. We don't have the thing to fix the lights, so I think pantry for now. We can redraw on the far right side if we feel like we're writing into a corner or something. And we get some food, extra steps, plus the salt. That makes everything taste better, more digestible. We're so rich. Nothing to spend it on yet. Okay, we're here now. Guess we're doing the dark room, and we're gambling. But what's the chance of like getting something absolutely terrible, right? No, wait. There's a pretty good chance we get something absolutely terrible. As in like a dead end. We cannot open security without a key card, or the breaker room. And we don't know what we're doing in the dark room without the breaker room. I think we gotta redraw here, just to be safe. We've got 2 dice, let's use one. Alright, dining room is what I want. Gives us access to both things and doesn't cost anything really. No goodies. Can't check what this is without the kitchen. Not until we retrancate anyway, if we want to check it without the kitchen. No, well, there's the kitchen. Could just do this as a dead end, but yeah, we'll do this. And we've got a lot of money to spend on food. This is actually optimal. We can convert so much money to steps, and then convert steps into rooms. This is great. Kitchen is the right move. What's on the menu? Alright, we want green rooms for this. And the main course, wood-fired pizza. I think that's new. Summer truffle sauce smothered in fontina cheese, wild mushrooms and spiced salami, cooked to perfection with just the right amount of char. Additional 10 steps if you have a furnace in the house. We could do like a dual red room, green room build if we like really go for it. There's nothing else here, I guess. Not unless we get the pump room, which I guess only gets added if we have the pool room. At least there's a window above the sink. Do your dishes while looking at the night sky or something. Or the sunlight. Setting sun. We'll come back here if we have to buy more steps. Alright. Gotta be the billiard room, I guess. We don't want to redraw just yet. And it'll be the billiard room, something we kind of haven't gotten that much of. We can always redraw on the next room if it looks like we can't make it to the foundation. Or we can even rotate. These are not dice. I almost got excited. I did get excited. Guess the only thing to get here is the actual prize from this game, which apparently changes every time. But we know the rules, so how hard can it be? 14. 1 plus 4 plus 3, that's 8. That is 11 minus 7 is 4. This was multiplication, right? The pink one? I think we do... What we did before was like plus and minus first, so 6 times 3 is 18. 15 minus 9 is 6 times 2 is 12. Damn it, that was a missed input. Analog stick. What was this again? 8. At least there's no like fail state for this. 4. Missed input. It would be so annoying if there was actually a fail state for this. 11 and yep, 4. And then 18. Oh, I can take my finger off the stick once I've selected. Okay, that'll make it easier to avoid a missed input. So 6 times 2 is 12. And there we go. 2 keys. What have we got now? This is what we want. We don't have to redraw or rotate. We're in the foundation and we can even buy things from the commissary. This is it. Well, the utility closet would be nice, but it feels like the commissary is taking over as our most bought room compared to the breaker room anyway. Am I saying that right? It was just in front of me. It's my favorite room and I don't even remember. It's the breaker box in the utility closet. It's called the utility closet. Looking for a match without a tree, I guess. I don't know. We're on day... What day is this? 10? Not that this matters, it's like false. We can buy running shoes to save on steps. We've got the gems, and we need to save steps, right? So we can do that. Would it be better to spend money on actual food, though? I assume if we can buy the running shoes, they should be useful, like in terms of 8 coins to shoes or 8 coins to food. I assume they should be good. Gems not entirely useful to us. We can come back if we have to rotate, but so far, don't really have to worry about it. Sledgehammer we want. For our experiment, the lockbox thing. We'll get the shoes and the sledgehammer. This money is useless to us otherwise, unless we really want to buy steps. And I think this would also make it so that now that we have them, they won't spawn in rooms. We know that these items can spawn in rooms and make them not buyable here, in the commissary. But the other way around, I think this makes it so that other items will spawn instead. Yeah, we're good. Do we want to go down? Does it cost a step to go down? It doesn't actually reset the elevator. You don't have to like go behind every time, thankfully. We'll see if this takes a step. We're at 28 now. Last time we got an upgrade disc, so this might be helpful. Just like a free reward for reaching the foundation. No step required. And yet no upgrade disc. It might just be random, or it might have been just that one time. This is part of the permanent foundation, so I guess removing the upgrade disc was also permanent. Maybe. Of course the key won't work. Let's go to the edge first. This way? Yeah. We've got some dig spots if we get a shovel, eventually. Maybe it'll be in this green room. No green room. We're not in a bedroom. Maybe we want the utility closet now. It's kind of going to be a long walk back to security. But it will unlock a lot of doors, won't it? I mean, we've got keys. And we need to conserve on steps. We don't want to go back to the office quite yet. Could do the observatory. I did already pass it up one time. But this will be helpful to us if we ever run into the dark room again. You're still my favorite after all. And it's also helpful if we run into the gymnasium, disable that effect. If we do this, and we walk into the dark room, will it like toggle back on? Does it work like that? Probably not. But I guess we can try. It might just be a waste of steps though. Well, I guess either way it'll be a waste of steps, because we have to walk in to turn off the lights, then walk back out to turn on the lights here. Give me just this one. Don't know what those do. Wait, what were we searching for again? With, match, and without tree? I think. That was the security room sting this time, I think. Oh, what was happening there? Felt like there was like a stutter. Never really saw that before. The gems are nice because they're sort of like, well, the dancer rule is nice. With this hovel, because it's sort of like a free dice, which is way more valuable than a gem, but it's almost like we get the effect of redrawing to not get a dead end like we're getting now by rotating a room to potentially be a more useful position. But we don't need it right now. We'll do the music room. And we get a major key too. We're running out of steps though. We're gonna have to consider going back to the kitchen at this point. Soon. Very soon. Oh, we got... I guess this is a major key after all. Damn it. We don't need it though. Because we got the breaker room. Whatever. Never saw this before. I must have just missed it. Well, first let's look at this. Just so I remember. First words on the... What was 5 again in the green room? I can't believe I'm forgetting this. 8 was definitely message. 5 was... I don't remember. I swear, I'll check my recording after this. Or something. After this recording session, that is. Denoted in verse. What? I'm afraid now. Because this has to do with this right here. The treble parts, right? Do we actually have to pay attention to the music now? Denoted in verse. What the hell does verse mean again? Like the words under the music, the staff? But what's denoted? And why this thing? This puzzle is actually more complex than I thought, if this is even the same puzzle. Well, now we have something new to ponder. Great. I'm just going to be stuck here for a while, thinking about what that implies. I might not even reach a conclusion before the next episode. Either way, now would be a good time to take a break.